What's your gut saying on how long it will take to get inflation down to the 2%?
So my gut hasn't done very well in the last couple of years.
Then you don't want to work with those kids going to the stock market.
That's why they were impressive. They would have done better than I did. But here's what I would say. I have to do make an outlook. Every quarter, we're asked to provide our assessment of where we think the economy is going to be at the end of this year, the end of next year, and the like. So in that outlook, I have us getting to target somewhere toward the end of 2025. So and again, the inflation target, so getting back to something close to 2% by then. So that says that should be sort of the timetable for when we should get to neutral. Now, I don't expect it's going to be a straight line, right? So as you've been listening to the data, things are slowing down, but then you get a pop in an unemployment report, or you get inflation that's showing that it's more persistent than people expected. So that choppiness says that we have to make sure that we're getting a true signal, because there's going to be a lot of noise around that. I describe to people, when we were in school, remember when they'd do a plot and you'd have to chart the line? Almost none of the dots were on the line. That's what we're living in today. So we're going to get some dots that come above, some dots get below, and the job is going to be to make sure we still see the right line, and that line is going to where we want to go. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it. I think to discern a line takes time. So I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. I want to make sure that we're seeing the right line so that our policy goes to the right place.